never grow old, Michael. And you'll never die. But you must feed.
Tonight on the 85 Grave Show, we explore the 1987 classic, The Lost Boys, as well as the tragic death of lead actor Corey Haim. First, we take you with us on a trip to Santa Carla and the movie's filming locations in present day. Next, an in-studio discussion on the Lost Boys movie and long-awaited sequels. Our in-studio discussion continues as we take a look at the final chapters in the life of Corey Haim and his subsequent death. Last, we take you inside the former apartment of Corey Haim to retrace his final moments and death walk. Welcome to the 85 Grave Show. I am Lauren Lucifer.
I'm Bobby Blood.
I'm also Lauren Blood. It's been a minute.
Yeah, again, seems like we start every podcast with an explanation of why it's been 3 or 4 months since the last one.
They're going to call us out on our bullshit here soon.
Yeah, what can you do? You know, we're very busy people. So, yeah, there's been a lot going on. Aside from the fact that this particular episode we had to film all up and down the California coast. It took me, I don't know how many times of sneaking onto the property where Corey Haim used to live, then getting into his apartment. Like, I totally could have went to jail, and I did it for you. Not for me, for you.
No arrest happened in the making of this podcast.
Not yet.
Yeah, the night is young, once again.
The night is young. We got into our time frame where we had to start a movie that we're working on. So that we started filming that in the middle of June. It's almost done.
Yes.
And of course, I got to go on tour. It's just summers are always crazy. I usually don't even get to spend the summers at home, but
yeah, normally you'd be in Europe right now.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're home, but
anyway, here we are with our millionth excuse as to what took us so long.
Oops.
It's been a kind of a wild ride too, because the last episode, it just went crazy.
The Dirt.
Yeah, it's the
Razzle.
Yeah. But because of the Dirt movie, that episode's up to like 205,000 views on YouTube, with like 1.5 million minutes of, 2.5 million minutes of listening time.
That's insane. Crazy. That's like crazy that many people have seen our YouTube video.
Yeah, it's like, we're just getting started. That was only our 3rd episode.
Yeah,
it's like one of those pop bands that comes out with some silly song and
one hit wonder or something.
Yeah, exactly. So we know this one's gonna get like 500 views.
Oh,
it's gonna be
500's a lot though.
Yeah, that's fine with us. We'll build.
Dude, that's awesome.
We'll build slowly.
I hope 500 people see this, listen to it, share it, post it, whatever.
I'll make at least that many people watch it just on Facebook and Instagram.
But yeah, The Dirt kind of blew up. That was such a good movie though. Anyways.
Razzle. Yeah, the episode was on Razzle, not The Dirt. I definitely made sure we put The Dirt all over the posters.
Yeah, that was not a mistake.
And we accidentally released it the same weekend that The Dirt came out.
Yeah, that was a weird coincidence.
A weird coincidence, right?
Yeah,
it's not like we sat on that for 2 months waiting for it to come out.
The universe just kind of put everything into place and was like, yes.
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And yes, we did that on purpose. So this episode here, The Lost Boys, this is a very important one to me, to us. This was one of the ones we thought about doing for like our first episode, but it's like, you know what? Let's get our stride. Let's like get a little more comfortable. Let's learn what we're doing, and so we don't put out something shitty.
We're still learning every time.
Of course, yeah, we're gonna still learn, but I think we're getting it down. We're getting it down. We've gotten enough good and bad feedback to kind of understand what we're up against and what people want to hear and the formats. Kind of the way we do these shows, I'm trying to appease like 4 different types of audiences because that's what I would want. I love the film location stuff. You love the podcasts. You love to read books. Basically, I just like the film locations. You like everything else.
I love going to the film locations.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, but this was a very important one. We got to, we went to Santa Cruz, which is of course Santa Carla. We got all the locations down, and then we had to go all the way down into I can't remember what city it is. It was down there, Long Beach or something, where the caves are. got all that. It was great. We even rode the carousel.
Yes.
I even found the exact carousel that the guys, the punk rock guys in the beginning of the movie were riding in.
Kiefer.
Yeah. Well,
And crew.
Well, it was the punk rock guys, and then they came on and attacked them.
Oh.
The guys were sitting in a specific cart, and I rode in that.
Yep.
Which was really cool.
That was hard to find, huh?
It was. I had to stalk the place. I felt like a weirdo staring at kids or something. You know?
No.
But luckily, my daughter was with me, so it was all good. You know.
You're like, I'm not a pedophile.
Yeah, I'm not a creeper, but I was like, I'm sitting there looking at my phone and like, okay, is that the horse? And it had to have looked like I was like trying to film kids or some shit. I was just like, man, this feels awful. But again, I do this for you.
Yes.
For you guys, not us. So
love it.
But yeah, so our whole house is basically a film set right now too, by the way. So that's another reason. We've just everything's just been upside down.
It's been a little hectic.
Yeah. But also on the podcast front or the show front, two cool things happened. One, we signed on to do our first horror convention.
Yes.
Which is going to be great. That's in North Carolina, September 20.
The end of September, 3 days.
September 27th through 29th. Now, we're going out there not just for that. We're also getting footage for like 4 other episodes.
Yes.
And it's probably not that hard to figure out which ones they are, but that's another one that's been in the works for a long time. So we got this cool North Carolina trip coming up. We're taking our podcast. We're going to do some live stuff right there in the convention. It's probably going to sound like absolute shit, but I don't care. It's cool because we're going to be around our people, your people.
It's going to be so fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's called Days of the Dead.
Yeah, Days of the Dead.
Yeah,
Charlotte,
shout out.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
If anybody's going to that, please come by the booth. If you watch our show, listen to us, whatever, come up and talk to us. Come say hi. We'll give you some, I don't know, clothes or merch or something.
Stickers, I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll figure something out.
We'll definitely have stuff. And then, of course, the movie that we're finishing up right now is getting screened out there at the Vizart
Video
Theater. Yeah. So, and that's on the last day of the convention, but not at the convention. It's like, I don't know, 20 minutes away or something.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, so we got a very cool trip at the end of September.
So excited.
Yeah, but we're going to be very busy between now and then. So we're going to get this one out to you now. So The Lost Boys, 1987. Who was the director? I don't know why I don't ever know this kind of stuff.
We're the worst at that.
Yeah, I know. I guess we always assume people know that.
Right.
You know.
It's not needed.
Yeah, I think the more interesting thing about than that is what's up with the two Coreys and all that, of course.
That's my interest.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? But it's, obviously one of the classic films, man. I mean, I don't really remember seeing it in '87. I think it was something I saw a little later.
Joel Schumacher, director.
That's what I thought. I just didn't want to be a jagoff and say the wrong thing. So, but yeah, it was just a great movie. Was one of the first, or was this one of the first ones with the two Coreys?
No. I mean, before that they had License to Drive and
before
a few
that,
other
you
ones.
sure?
I think that was before '87.
I think you better pull up Google.
Right? We're very prepared for this. Why are you asking me questions like this?
I know, right? And we just watched the sequels, just to have some information on them. Some pretty cool little tidbits about those.
Oh, License to Drive was '88.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought it was earlier.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think this was the first movie I know they were gonna do. For some reason, they were both gonna be in Stand By Me, and then one of them wasn't, or obviously Haim wasn't.
Yeah, what happened with Haim in that?
I don't remember. We'll get to that when we do Stand By Me, maybe.
Right, and then Dream a Little Dream was '89. So yeah, okay, wow.
Sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was one of the first.
But regardless, this is just about Lost Boys, so we're good.
Yeah. The what was it? The two sequels. Those people waited for those for like 11 years or something, or right?
Yeah, I'm not mad at them too much.
I mean, I read something about it that pretty much summed it up best. It was like when your expectations are that low, it really can't be that bad, but it's
Right.
still pretty bad, you know. The
Kiefer's
two.
brother is a little
Angus.
yeah,
Angus
yeah.
Sutherland.
His acting, well, we mentioned that he sounds like Duff from Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, that's the funniest
But I love
thing.
Duff. I love his voice, but it's just he sounds like Duff.
I always thought that was funny because in the original or in Lost Boys,
Yeah.
the one vampire he calls him Twisted Sister, but to me I always thought that guy looked exactly. I thought it was the drummer from Guns N' Roses, Steven Adler.
Damn.
That's who he looks like, and then of course he's the one. What was it? What was you just said?
What about Kiefer's brother?
Yeah,
Sounds like
Oh,
Duff.
So the one looks like Steven Adler. The brother, or the star in part 2, talks exactly like Duff. It's so much it's like distracting. It's like, man, this is like Duff doing one of his audiobooks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
His book was good though. But
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's an interesting dude.
Dude, Ben Stiller was almost a Lost Boy.
Yeah, that's right.
That would be a little weird now that I'm looking back on that, thinking about it.
So what was it about what does that mean? I can't remember. Something about Peter Pan.
So it's from Peter Pan, and it means the boys that never grow up.
Okay.
Is what I mean.
And I get it. So, basically like you stay young forever. Right?
Yeah, and I never actually got into Peter Pan too much as a kid.
I didn't either.
Because I wasn't a normal kid, but I skipped out on all that stuff, like the
Yeah.
Disney stuff.
I always wondered what the name came from. It's one of those things I never just really thought about, like the Lost Boys. I just kind of took it like, they were kind of fucked up. But
Yeah, I
never
never
thought much
connected
into
it to Peter Pan.
I definitely never did.
So that's definitely was interesting to me. I was like, oh, wow.
Because it was originally supposed to be like a Goonies type of film.
Yes. Oh, but he didn't want it to be like the Goonies style. He wanted them to seem older and just
Something
more.
like that,
yeah.
yeah.
So he sort of, I don't know. I love the Goonies though. I do.
Man, that would have been terrible if Ben Stiller would have been one of the... He was going to be one of the vampires?
I don't know if it specifically said that.
Yeah. He was just
gonna
going to be in the movie. He would have probably been the older brother.
Oh,
Michael.
Patrick. I think his name's Patrick, his real name.
Sounds about right.
As an actor. But yeah, no,
looks
he
like a
did
Patrick.
great. He did great. I can't imagine Ben Stiller playing that role.
Yeah, that would have... I mean, who knows? He might have killed it, but then would have been hard to see him as a funny guy after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love Ben Stiller, but
Yeah.
he's hilarious, and I can't picture him like that.
Yeah.
So, interesting little tidbits, though.
Well, as far as the location and everything, it's just going out there. I've been out there a few times. It's really cool, man. Just if you've seen the movie enough, if you're really into the movie, I think they even do. I know they do screenings out there, like on the board, like on the beach.
Damn.
They do screenings. I think they did one last year in 2017 for the 30-year anniversary. And I was gonna go, but I was on tour or somewhere. I don't know where I was. I couldn't go though. But we couldn't go.
Wonder when the next one will be. Maybe the 35th
35?
anniversary.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they do it all the time, but it's something we want to do. Our friend Natalie, she's me and her talk about that like every year. Like, hey, we gotta go out there. We gotta go see these places, and we've both been out there separately, but just we never. 2017 is when we should have went. And it's gonna be one of those things that we all wish that we would have done and didn't do it. But,
30th anniversary would have been cool.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it, Natalie.
I know, right?
Why didn't we all go?
We should have went.
We could have maybe seen the saxophone player there.
Hey, that reminds me, man. Like so that guy goes around and does conventions. I didn't know this. The girls from Witchfinger.
Oh,
The
shout out
podcast.
Witchfinger.
Yeah, those are the coolest girls, man. They're the girl Yasmina. I don't know how to say her name because I've never met her in person.
Yeah, we don't want to annihilate
I
the
don't know.
name.
I'm sure everybody else knows her name, but she posted some videos just like a couple months ago, and the guy was like singing the song and playing it. He goes to horror conventions and plays it like.
He like kind of looks the same still, a little older, but
A little older, 30 years older is all.
still greasy.
He's
I just
still
feel
got the
greasy
moves.
thinking about him. He
Yeah?
was so oily. Like, that's a fire hazard.
I
Because
know,
wasn't
man.
there a fire in the trash can right next to him when he's playing?
Oh, I think that was just like, homeless pyrotechnics.
Well, whatever it was, I thought he was going to catch on fire.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was crazy. That dude was so oily.
That sucks, man. That bandstand is not out there.
No?
No, it's gone. That would be to me, that would be one of the favorite, the best things to find. But they tore it down a long time ago, or maybe it burned down.
Maybe that pyrotechnic burned it down.
Yeah. Maybe it was just so awesome. All the fans just kept taking pieces of it and just disappeared.
Ooh.
Right. But man, I wanted to find Tim Capello. Like when we first started talking about doing this episode, I don't know, about 5-6 months ago, I was literally like, fuck it, let's go to New York. And I found his address. I know how to stalk people.
Oh, so he lives in New York, not LA?
Oh, he used to. He did earlier this year. Yeah, that was the last place I could find for him, and his phone number and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, man, let's just go find him. But
Tim, we're coming after you.
Yeah. But now we know he's at conventions. If we had more time to wait to do this one, that would have been the thing to do.
Yeah, that'd be cool to meet him for sure. Just
rap with him, interview him or something.
Yeah.
But we'll get him because we're gonna start doing conventions now. Not just the one we're doing in September. We're gonna be doing them, at least 4 or 5 a year, I'm sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we can travel now. We got somebody to take care of our dog and our cat.
Oh, yeah.
So we can get around a little bit more at the same time.
Yeah, separately is no problem.
I know it sucks,
one of us is home with the animals, but
it sucks.
I know.
Yeah. So
why do we have to love animals so much?
What can you do?
Damn it.
Yeah. Also, too, out there on the boardwalk, everything is still there pretty much. But the one thing that's not there is the comic book store. It's not on the boardwalk, but it's a little more into town. But that place is cool, man. And the owner was an extra in the movie. He was and I remember a while back reading the story about it or seeing it on YouTube or something. But he was supposed to just be an extra in the back, but he was talking, and he wasn't supposed to be talking. When you get lines in a film like that, you have to get, I can't remember what it is. You
like
have to
extras are supposed to
stuff.
just move their mouths, right? But not make sound.
I don't know what the rules are with that. All my films are non-union, so I don't know. Or they have been so far. All of our films have been non-union so far. So I don't know, man. They're a pain in the ass to deal with. I can only imagine. Just knowing what SAG is like with ultra low budget films.
Yeah, no.
I can't even imagine what all the rules and regulations, like if you if you sneeze, then they probably gotta give you health insurance and everything.
Oh my God, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, but anyway, he got basically not a feature role, obviously, but he got a legit role in the movie because he was talking in the background and the mics picked it up. So, but anyway, he owns the shop still. I think it was called Atlantis.
Sounds right.
I think so. But they've got the one copy of the comic book. It's up. I'll post some videos over this part of the podcast
on YouTube.
Yeah, but they'll take it down. They'll let you touch it. They'll let you take photos of it. That's what I did. I went and took photos of it and then recreated one. Which is kind of fucked up, but I wanted one on the computer.
Yeah.
So it's obviously it's a fake, but still,
it looks real.
That is a duplicate of the real one.
Yeah.
I held it in. They won't let you hold it alone. Like one of them holds it and you hold the other half of it.
I was going to say someone's going to bolt out of that store with it, right?
I mean, somebody really wanted to, they could probably take it.
Yeah.
But what a piece of shit to do something like that.
Yeah.
Like leave it where it is,
Yeah, that's where it belongs.
Go see it. If you want one, do what I did. Take a picture of it and make your own.
Remember I was going to order you one? That guy on Etsy recreate stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Well, he's got the other one too. Vampires, what's the other one called? Destroy All Vampires.
Yeah. And it's a Rabid Weasel on Etsy. I've ordered some stuff from him. He's cool.
Cool dude.
Cool shop. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think he's in the UK or something.
Probably. Yeah, that's
so you got to order in advance.
Yeah. So, but the whole, Santa Cruz is really cool. Another thing up there, and I know not everybody, but a lot of people know this, but a lot of people don't know it. So shut your mouth in the comments, assholes. Dude, these people, man, like on the last one, like...
Oh, shit.
Fucking animals. But anyway.
Oh, I can't wait to hear some of this stuff.
Nah, I ain't going to talk about that. Fuck them. The only ones I'll even talk to is people that got real accounts. Because then by the time I
yeah.
answer you, I know everything about you already. I know where you live and everything.
Yeah. If you're going to come at us with a fake account, like, come on.
Yeah, come on, I just block you.
Yeah,
it,
like,
man.
come at
You got to
us.
make a fake account just so you can talk shit
It's
on
the
two people
internet.
who don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, and it's the internet.
Right.
You can be, like, I don't know.
Yeah, like, fuck it, man.
Internet gangsters.
Right?
Keyboard gangsters.
Whatever. I don't know what the fuck it is, man.
Whatever. We love
It's
you
all
all.
good. It's funny for a while, but then it's like, man, like, fuck out of here. Right?
You know.
What was I talking about before I started tripping?
About the comic book store. Or, you know, then.
Something right after that.
Haters.
Nah, fuck them.
Yeah, you were saying something, then you're like, so don't get at me in the
Oh,
comments.
yeah. I was going to talk about the bridge.
Oh.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know about it. But the bridge, okay, the first time I went out there was like, I don't know, like 2008. Mm-hmm. Me and Cloco went out there.
Cloco, shout out.
That's my daughter. So we went out there, and there's a bridge right next to the boardwalk that looks very much like it would have been the bridge that they hung from.
Yeah.
But it turns out that's not that bridge. It's down near Magic Mountain.
Oh, shoot.
So, and you know, they've already seen it at this point because
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put the locations first before the podcast part.
Yeah.
But there was, and every time when I've been back and when we've been back, there's always people over there taking pictures at that same bridge. It's like, man, I want to tell them, like, that's not the one, you know?
You don't want to burst their bubble?
Yeah, it's like, fuck it, man. I remember how happy I was when I saw it the first time. I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin that for nobody. But that's, but yeah, that real one, you can see it. Like, if you're driving to Magic Mountain, when you see Magic Mountain on the right, look to your left out into the big field and you'll see the actual bridge that they hung off of.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I flew the drone over it and stuff.
Yes.
But what else was on there?
Was on the bridge?
Yeah, no, out at the boardwalk.
I don't know what else was at the boardwalk. Let's see. You talked about the carousel.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, the ring toss. I was going to talk about the ring toss. So
Yes.
Yeah, I got one right here on the
microphone stand.
yeah, I brought it home from there. So there's like, I don't know, if you ride on the outside horses on that carousel,
Yeah.
there's like a little dispenser, and you grab, swing as you go by, you stick your finger in and grab it.
Oh,
And
that's
it pulls
cool.
the ring off, and then you try to throw it in this clown's mouth.
Oh my god.
So I brought one home. But I just thought that was crazy. All I ever think about is just crazy shit. All I think about is what's going to happen when one of those rings gets stuck and rips someone's finger off, you know? Mm-hmm. And there's going to be no more Lost Boys carousel.
Yeah. I don't know. That sounds dangerous.
Yeah,
I'm
sure it would have happened by now if it was going to happen, but I'd lose my mind if that was my business and I was watching kids put their fingers in that, going to that speed.
No.
And I'm like, fuck, man, somebody's going to get messed up.
No.
Yeah. So the sequels, those were the part 2 is called The Tribe, right?
Yeah. And
There's actually some good parts. I think the intro of it's really cool.
Yes, with Tom Savini.
Yeah, Tom Savini.
And I mean, it's crazy. He gets, spoiler alert, he gets killed.
I don't think
right
he was
at the
trying to
beginning.
watch it. Yeah.
I know, but just had to say it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he gets annihilated right at the beginning, but it was pretty cool.
It's a cool little twist. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah, it's a cool twist because he comes out and confronts the surfers. And
it's his beach. They're on his beach area.
Anus Sutherland. Duff Sutherland.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. But
Kiefer got the acting skills.
Well, what about his dad, Donald
Oh,
Sutherland?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He passed it down.
I guess it gets diluted every.
Because
No,
Kiefer's older.
No, I think Angus Sutherland does a lot of stuff too, but
No, that's fine. He's fine or whatever. But I think it's the voice that threw me off.
I don't know. It's just bad. But so was Feldman, man.
It's
He was
whatever.
terrible in that too.
Dude, Feldman, yeah, come on.
So I remember when that was coming out, and I remember the fuck was that?
There's something fell. I can't tell what it was, but something fell off your desk.
Yeah, we got ghosts in the house.
Yeah,
But I remember the big
plural.
yeah, right. The big not controversy, but the big subject of the Lost Boys sequel.
Mm-hmm.
part 2, was the 2 Coreys both being in it. Now, this was in the middle of when Haim was really fucked up. He was really fucked up.
Yeah.
So I think he had gone to the point where he was like, just completely shot from doing pills and all that bad stuff that happened to him. And then he got it back together, got himself in shape, and it sucks because I remember watching it, and by the time the credits rolled, you still haven't seen the guy, and it's like, well, fuck, this is a ripoff.
Yeah.
And it's like a 2-minute cameo. Like after the credits roll, they stop for a minute, and there's like a little 2-minute cameo. It's like, damn, what the hell? Like, was the dude that messed up?
Yeah.
But then researching it, I found some alternate endings, and he did film a lot of stuff. They filmed a lot with him. His lines were pretty bad. I mean, he seemed like he was having trouble memorizing his lines.
Did he already have like the makeup, the mask on, the vampire?
No,
stuff?
this was when I think he was bitten, but but it was in the middle of the day, and he was.
Poor dude.
Yeah, he was talking on the beach in the day, and he had like vampire bites on his neck.
Damn, so they cut all that out.
Yeah, so I always thought that it was like he was so messed up they could just barely get him on set to do anything, but that's definitely not the case. He filmed a lot, but for some reason it just wasn't in the movie.
Yeah,
they just couldn't use it probably.
Yeah, poor dude.
Yeah, it sucks, man. And then part 3 is even worse. The Thirst. Yeah, there's a couple of even in
Junkyard Dog.
Hey, that's our dog, the Junkyard Dog.
Hi, the Junkyard Dog.
What's up, dog?
She wants to talk.
She wants to know why we're talking. She thinks we're talking to her, probably.
Yeah.
But I forgot about a couple of little cameo type of things in the second one.
Yeah.
There was a part where there's like this kind of heavy dude playing saxophone.
That's right. Yeah.
But he wasn't wearing the clothes or nothing. He just was.
It wasn't the OG one.
It was a clear
like homage to him, but making fun of him.
It's kind of making They did a lot of making fun of stuff,
That's weird.
Like when the brother and the little the little sister, they pull up. He's like, "Hey, little sister," and like it just reminded me of the song,
Yes, Cry Little Sister.
Very corny, man. Very bad writing, I think.
Which, speaking of Cry Little Sister, Marilyn Manson covered that song.
Nah, that dude.
I love MM.
Yeah, but I bet that was terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't amazing. Yeah. It was all right. That song is just
now
whatever.
I'm gonna have all the Marilyn Manson freaks bother me. I like him. I met him. Like we've played festivals with him and stuff.
Dude, yeah, Marilyn Manson's awesome.
He let me
I would love to meet him.
I sent you videos from Spain.
Yes.
And he was playing. I was like standing right next to him filming him.
That would be so cool.
Yeah. But
I just heard he's just been super drunk at all his concerts lately, and people aren't getting their money's worth and whatnot. So.
Lately?
Yeah. The past couple years, but I don't know. But I'd still want to go see him.
What can you do?
Cry Little Sister.
Yeah. So was that. What else was in part 2 that I thought was funny? There was the saxophone guy.
I don't know. I thought it was funny that the kid, the brother and sister, were staying with their aunt, thinking it was free, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'll charge you like $6.50 a month," and they're like, "Oh, okay." Yeah.
And then the Frog Brothers were pretty cringy in part 2. They're too old for that. You can't it was cute when they were like 15 or whatever they were. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was like it had a little factor, but when they're when Haim looks like he just just got out of prison or whatever.
I don't know. It was a little rough.
Or something.
Like overacting or something.
Yeah, it was weird, but it is what it is.
I mean, I still recommend people watch the sequels if you guys haven't.
It's all there is. I mean,
it's pretty cool.
It's all there is. Might as well check it out.
A little cringy, but it's good to watch.
I mean, that's kind of what's cool about it.
Yeah.
It's a little cringy. In part 3, that one's called The Thirst. And that was it's about a they're always trying to keep up with the times and stuff, So this was 2010, which I think is the year Haim died. But
is that when True Blood came out or something like that?
I don't think they bothered with, copying that at all, but I don't know. Maybe. But the premise of it was that the thirst was a drug that was a mixture of ecstasy and vampire blood.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's why I thought of True Blood, because of the vampire blood, but whatever.
Yeah. And there's a little thing in the beginning when I guess Feldman's getting evicted out of a mobile home or something in the movie, and he goes to sell some comic books, and he pulls out he brings a crate of comic books in, and one of them's to sell them at pennies
Like
on the dollar.
Yeah.
And there's a Batman number. What was that? It was from the original.
Yeah.
It was clearly like
the one Haim gave him.
Like that was the implication that Haim gave it to him, and
it was too sentimental.
Yeah.
He wouldn't get rid of that one. Like, not this one.
Yeah. So that was a little
like shout out to Haim.
Yeah. But what else was there?
In the third one, there wasn't much else.
That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah. What about your Death by Stereo, bro?
Oh, Ephraim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to interview him because, obviously that's his band name is Death by Stereo, and I never really put two and two together.
Right. I don't think a lot of people would, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it just never occurred to me that that's what it was. I just thought it was a cool name.
Yeah.
And we were on, I don't remember where we were, and I think we're in Germany or somewhere.
On tour with them?
I think we played a festival with them. And I can't remember when it clicked to me, but it was just like, holy shit.
Yeah, how did it come up?
Boys.
Like, I want to know.
It was just one of those weird, how my mind is. Like, sometimes I'll just think of some random shit that's been on my mind for 20 years, and all of a sudden it just comes to me in the middle of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was kind of one of those moments. Like, I was just sitting there thinking, and like, wait a minute.
Right.
Like,
and you've talked to him, though, like, that's his favorite movie or whatever.
I didn't ask him about it yet because I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
But, we have a lot of mutual friends also, and I confirmed with them, like, hey, is that where he got the name? And they're like, yeah, of course,
That's so
like
cool.
his favorite movie or something. I wanted to interview him for this.
I know.
For this podcast. He was going to be like our first in-studio guest or something. But they're always on tour. He plays in, I think, Voodoo Glow Skulls also.
So he's on tour a lot.
Busy, yeah. He's busy.
We can get it later and add it in.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the Lost Boys, man, that was the main part about the, what was it? I'm talking about that bandstand. When you go onto the boardwalk, they have pictures all through the boardwalk, old pictures. And I found one of it, like an old black and white photo. And I think if I have it, if I can find the video,
throw it up.
I'll throw it up right here. But then there's another one of like a bandstand on fire. Now I can't tell if that's the one. Maybe somebody knows. I didn't really research it a lot. Just kind of. I like to kind of just wonder about things.
Yeah. Well, if anybody knows, let us know too.
Yeah. So, the original sequel. You want to talk about that?
The original sequel?
Or the original planned sequel.
The Lost Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's like it was going to be The Lost Girls, but I don't know who all was going to be in it. It never obviously came to fruition, but...
Yeah, it never happened.
That kind of...
would have been cool, I guess. I mean, if they would have done it like...
back in the day.
Yeah, like in the early 90s, late 80s.
Yeah. I wonder who they would have cast in that.
Oh, man. In the late 80s?
Maybe like Winona.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, I swear to God. Yeah, that's... I could see her.
Who else was around?
Who else was around then?
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Huge Tits.
I think she was maybe too young.
Is she? I think she's my age.
Oh, I don't know. Doesn't seem like she was around back then.
Yeah, I don't know.
That would have been crazy. I mean, they did the Ghostbusters remake with all girls. I don't know. It could happen. I never saw the Ghostbusters one, but
it could have been made by the same people.
By Schumacher.
Yeah, I'm sure that Schumacher, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure it would have been great. But it's hard to say.
Yeah, that's just sad.
Yeah.
Towards the end, Haim was getting... You mentioned he was selling some things on eBay.
Yeah, we'll get into that when we start talking about like his kind of life and death, which we're probably going to get into here real soon. There's not much to talk about on the Lost Boys other than just how awesome it is.
Right.
To lay the story out for you, but if you haven't seen it by now, then...
maybe get the cliff notes.
Get off the podcast.
Yeah, this one isn't for you.
Yeah. Yeah, if you haven't seen The Lost Boys by now, like, just see it then. It's really good.
Yeah, you're going to need to go ahead and hit pause.
Yeah, so
Go watch it. Come on.
So either you've seen it 1,000 times and you don't need us to lay it out for you, or you've never seen it and we're not going to blow it for you.
Right.
But go see it.
Yeah.
If you haven't. Hopefully, you know what? Maybe we'll do next time they have one of those screenings on the beach. Maybe we'll go there because when we do the fog, because I already got all the stuff for the fog.
Yeah.
But if it takes too long before we can get to that episode, I'll go get it again. So it's just more current.
We could do like a live watch party or something. That would be fun.
That would be way cool.
If people would log in and watch with us.
Nah, fuck that. They can come with us.
Well, that too. But I mean, for people that can't make it all the way to California or wherever,
right. Yeah.
Then we'll just do a live thing.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Maybe we should start just doing our own screenings. We could do that.
Yeah, we could.
They have like a inflatable movie screen on Amazon for like $180. Mm-hmm. We should just start doing it. Like that Jaws on the water thing.
Oh my gosh. That would be scary.
Oh man.
I still want to do that.
We're going to do it. They do it here now in Vegas.
On Lake Mead.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hang out with a bunch of dead bodies in that lake. Are you fucking kidding me?
I wanted to go to Texas to do it, but that was when there was still a Blockbuster there.
Yep. Now the only Blockbuster left is in Oregon, I believe, but I forgot what city.
I can't remember, but I'm going to try to go there next week when I'm out there.
You have to.
Yeah, if we pass through that area.
We'll look it up.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll look it up.
But there is now some people are starting to, particularly in LA, they're starting to take over like the abandoned LA Weekly, the stands where people used to have the newspapers in and stuff.
Yeah,
and they're turning them into like honor system. There's one. It's on Instagram. It's called Video Honor System.
Yes.
It's fucking cool, man. And people go. People will like put like VHS tapes in there. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Junkyard, what are you doing?
She wants me to hold her.
Oh, okay.
Should I get her up here?
I guess if you want.
I mean,
she's not gonna quit clipping her feet.
You know how she is.
You have to lock her ass out.
We don't have a door.
Oh, that's right. There's no door on there, on the grave cave.
She wants to be on the show.
She's only dirty like this because she had an ear infection, and we have to keep this medicine in her ears, and she rubs it all over her ears and her fur, and it just collects dirt. So she's normally very fluffy and clean.
Hi, baby. Oh, she gave me kisses.
But anyway, the Video Honor System. So it's the LA Weekly stands. They spray paint them, and they go and they put like VHS tapes or DVDs or whatever in there, and you can just like take one and leave one, and it's like put it back when you're done or whatever.
Yeah.
And people are using them. That's fucking cool. It's like a video stores, but of course it's free and it's a cool thing, man.
That is really cool.
Yeah, I thought about doing one here, but people here are pretty shitty.
Nah, we'll just let them do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could start one, but how do we even acquire the thing?
I'll overtake something.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll take it personal though if somebody fucks with it. I don't need that extra hassle.
I
got enough shit to protect. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was really cool.
That is super cool.
Video Honor System. When I'm out there again, I'm gonna go by there and when we finish this movie, I'm gonna make like a VHS copy. I'll probably make a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Old school, like just dub them. Have my own covers printed up.
Oh my gosh.
And just go put them in there. People will be like, "What the fuck is this movie? I never heard of it." Because it's gonna look like it's an old movie.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, okay. So I guess we should talk about the death, of Corey Haim.
Yeah.
So that was always going to be part of this podcast, and that is again, that's a big reason why it took a while to get everything. Aside from having to go up and down filming all the
locations, yeah.
But getting into that apartment was getting onto that complex, because it used to be called the Oakwoods. I can't remember what it's called now, Avon or Avalon or something like that. But you're not supposed to just go on the property, You're supposed to have you're supposed to either live there, and the way I found to do it was to park outside and just walk on, and the security guards never bothered me.
Well, didn't you say that's where they put up a lot of actors during filming?
Yeah, because it's right across from Universal Studios.
Yeah,
and,
it was
Warner Brothers.
It was shocking that he lived and died in an apartment.
But
a little bit.
But those are nice apartments. They're not like, when I heard that too, I thought, man, it's pretty fucked up. And it is. I mean, he should have been really rich, but
with all his career, but
those apartments are like $4,000 or $5,000 a month, man. They're no joke.
Well, that's California. Anything's gonna be that.
I mean, that's like living large. They're nice. I got inside of them. They're nice. I got inside his, and it's really nice. But so I had to walk on, which meant I had to park outside and carry film equipment and all this shit. And then trying to get into the place without somebody seeing me.
Yeah.
First, I had to make sure nobody lived there. Because the last thing I want to do is break into an apartment and the fucking people be in there,
Right.
So I spent, I don't know how many days just kind of looking to see if anybody lived there.
Yeah.
Went by there at all hours of the day, at night. It's just fucking crazy. But
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, man? I'm
determined.
After the razzle thing, it was like people loved that. They loved seeing the actual spot. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the spot where he actually dropped and, died. I'm going to get it no matter what. So got it. Luckily, nobody lived there, because if somebody would live there, I'd have had to ask them to let me in.
Right.
And
who
nobody would let
knows?
me look into their house, looking like this. So, but he lived like way in the back of the complex. So it was a hike. It was a hike to get back there, and then to get there and really not be able to do much. I did it. I went there 6 or 7 times.
Right.
At least. Well, and about 6 times, 7 times. And they're nice. They're nice places, They're nice places, but it is sad that, because Feldman's got money,
He's got more money, than it seems like Haim did.
But he works,
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the day that he died, and this is all from Feldman's book, that choreography book. It's a great book. Oh man, it's so great.
You guys have to check that book out.
Yeah. I have the
audio book.
audio book. Yeah, that's what I like, audio books.
There's so much like dirt in that book, you guys.
Yeah, man.
Feldman lays it out.
Yeah, he don't play. He doesn't play at all. But
I believe him.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, to an extent, I mean, who knows? But I don't there's just no way to say. I know this. You can't just make shit up. Yeah. Because you'll get sued.
He mentioned like Michael Jackson stuff in that book. Just all kinds of stuff.
Which, by the way, Michael Jackson, he said Michael Jackson never molested him.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I mean, so if he wanted to lie about anything, he could lie about that. I don't know.
Good. Yeah, if he wanted attention.
But yeah, he does talk about a lot of stuff in that book. Great book.
Yeah, it's a great book.
But the Haim stuff in the book is
the Haim stuff is important. I mean, the book starts out with the day that Haim died. And he was, so what happened was Corey Haim, he had his teeth were falling out from, he was all fucked up. That's why he was selling stuff on eBay, hair and teeth and all that shit.
Like pills and drugs that can rot your teeth. And so clearly what happened was he was using for like many, many, many years.
And I think towards the end he was using, but it was like, it wasn't, I don't want to say illegal because that don't really make a difference.
Prescription
It was all prescription stuff, and I think he was under the dosages he was supposed to be under, which was still too much.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he died of pneumonia.
Yeah.
Not of...
Like an overdose of things in his system.
No, it wasn't an overdose, and that was the big scandal. Mm-hmm. Everybody immediately assumed that's what it was.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. And Corey Feldman, really lobbied to make sure that people
knew the truth.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Truth Movement. That's one of his one of his shitty bands.
Oh my gosh. You guys have to watch his music video. What was it with the angels?
I don't know.
I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, the dude's in his own world. So hey, good for him.
Yeah.
He's in his own world. Yeah. He lives in his own world.
We're Feldman fans, but like we know he's like a total nut
on your own there, bro.
Hey, you took me to the Goonies house. I've loved Corey Feldman.
Because you like the Goonies. You know my theory on that.
Yeah.
Either you're a Goonies type of fan or you're a Stand By Me type of fan. I'm a Stand By Me type of fan.
Well, I'm a Stephen King type of fan, but
got you.
I do love the Goonies.
See, I'm the same age as those two guys.
Yeah.
So, like, they were they looked younger than they really were. I was
Yeah.
kind of too old already to really be into the Goonies. I
Yeah.
was like 14, you know?
Yeah.
And Stand By Me was the shit.
That
you
was
know?
the
A little
one.
more dark, a little more scary. you
Yeah.
know? More
Shit, that
thriller.
lady on the Goonies is scary as shit. The one from Throw Mama from the Train.
Yeah, but that's
That
still,
bitch is
you know,
scary. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
I
No.
think if I'd have been like a year younger,
Yeah.
the Goonies would have just really, I would have been way into it,
Yeah,
you know? If I'd have
definitely.
been a little kid like you,
We're not that. There's not that much of an age difference
enough for,
for me to like the Goonies and you not.
I don't not like it,
Yeah,
but, you know, like I said,
you watched it, you dug it, but you were just like, meh.
I mean, it's a kid.
Yeah.
I like Goosebumps too. I sat down there and play the
That video
Goosebumps
game?
game on the Switch. You know?
Oh my god, that game is frustrating. I don't
Yeah,
know
it is.
how you do that.
I don't know, man.
But anyways,
It's just relaxing.
yeah,
It's got a cool vibe, the music and stuff.
it does.
Yeah. But anyway, Haim, he had a dentist appointment, so his teeth were falling out. So Corey Feldman.
Well, Feldman had the appointment, but Haim
Feldman
like
had the appointment, so he gave it to Haim because Haim, like his tooth was literally falling out, or it had fallen out, or something.
it was like hard to get an appointment with anybody.
Yeah,
and-
it took weeks to get in or
Yeah.
whatever. So Feldman, I mean, the way Feldman puts it, it's like he was still taking care of him, you know, which I believe it. I kind of believe it.
yeah.
You know, I don't see why he'd lie.
Didn't he have a driver come get him, or did
He had an assistant, so
Feldman's assistant?
Feldman had an assistant, which was probably just one of those girls from the Corey Angel things, or whatever, you
Right.
know. But regardless, he had an assistant,
Yeah.
and you know, Haim didn't have a car and none of that, so
Oh my
he was
God.
scheduled to go to the dentist that day, and that night is when he died. So when
The night
Feldman-
before the appointment.
exactly, yeah. So when Feldman woke up to that news that he had died,
Oh my god.
you know,
Wonder if he still went to that dentist appointment though. Sorry, Feldman. I'm
Oh.
an asshole.
what do you mean, like that day?
Yeah.
Oh, like hey, I can make that appointment
yeah.
now.
I'm just being an asshole.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I don't think so.
Yeah.
So, but he was like during the last, I don't know how long, because he couldn't get work. You know,
Yeah.
Haim couldn't get work, so he was doing a lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
And it's like Corey said, and as Feldman says in the book, when you're that popular and you've been in that many hit movies, you can just do signings and stuff. So there's a video on YouTube. I should have like pulled up the name of it so people could search it.
Well, throw the link in the later on in the comments or something.
Yeah, I'll post it. Yeah,
If
I'll
people
throw that
wanna
up.
see it.
So it's like it's obviously like a signing where somebody put it together for him, and they clearly like rented him a car, like a fancy looking car to kind of make him look, you know, like a big shot kind of, you know.
Yeah.
And they got him like a bunch of like bags from like Saks Fifth Avenue or like, you know, some expensive places or something. Just it was all a facade, you know,
That's
to make
so
it look
sad.
like he was still rich and still doing well and had all this stuff. So it was obviously prop bags. So he gets in the car
Oh my god.
after the
Signing.
after the signing to like, you know, to big league everybody and drive off, you know. I mean, you got to do that. If you're a celebrity like that, I don't think he was doing it to be a dickhead. I think he was, you know, he was doing it to keep up the it makes people feel like they're getting something special,
Yeah.
you know, and that's his job. And you're an actor or an entertainer or whatever, it's kind of your job to make people feel special, you know. And if you're getting an
Unless
autograph
you're
from
Tom
some
Cruise.
homeless dude that smokes fucking 30 cigarettes
With
in
no
face,
teeth and shit.
yeah, like you're like, okay, I don't know that.
Yeah.
It's just different. So I get it, man. You know, that's PR stuff. All those guys do it. These fucking rappers, they do it. They talk about, you know, I'm on a private jet right now and they're fucking in coach. You know?
Oh my god.
I fly next to these dudes, man. They're like,
Oh shit.
yeah, everybody flies coach, man. Don't let them bullshit you. But
Called everybody out.
hey, it is what it is. I fly because I have to. I ain't got a choice. I'm lucky if they even buy my tickets like that. You know, like you're fucking taking boats and shit. But he was selling. So at the end of this, you know, they sell autographs and stuff. So at the end, he goes to get in the car, and you know, he has all these bags of, you know, all this expensive stuff he supposedly had been shopping for. So he gets out and goes to put it in the trunk, and it's one of those cars where the trunk is like in the front of the car, not the back or something like that.
No.
And it's clearly not his car. It's really sad.
Like he just didn't even know the buttons on the key thing.
Yeah, he didn't know nothing about the car at all.
That's so sad.
But he was trying to, they were trying to make it appear like that was his car.
Yeah.
So it was really sad, man. But he,
the downfall of him is just so sad.
Yeah, he was. There was at some point he was trying to sell, like hair and stuff to
his own hair.
Like his own hair is falling out. His
on
teeth,
eBay.
Yeah, on eBay and memorabilia shops and stuff, and and they would buy it. They would give him money and have stuff like that. I think on eBay you can't sell body parts. I think that was why he had to start going to memorabilia stores, but. He was having a rough time, And another thing that I think another reason that he was living in that apartment was because his mom was battling cancer and he was helping her, taking care of her and stuff. So I think he was a little better off than what it seemed.
Well, I hope so.
But and even if he didn't die of a drug overdose, I'm sure the years of drugs, weakened his heart and the pills. Like, don't take those pills, man. Like.
Well, they're prescriptions, so people think they're okay from the doctor.
Okay. Don't take that shit. Like I went on tour playing drums with a broken hand. I got in a dumbass fist fight, broke my hand, and went on tour. How many days was it later? You were right there when it happened.
Oh man, I don't know. Really soon after that,
a week and a half.
Yeah,
like less than 2 weeks later.
The doctor was like, "Don't."
Yeah, the doctor was screaming at me, and I still wouldn't take the pain pills, and I was in insane pain. The first show we played was. Like one of those big, giant outdoor festivals. Yeah,
but you're a maniac, so some people need a little pain relief.
Well, don't do it, man. Or
don't get it. I mean, use it for when you need it, but then, they're addicting though, so.
If you can't, like for me, I could just take those 800 milligram Tylenols they always give me at the VA. Mm-hmm. That'll help anything for me. And if I was doing, whatever the fuck people take, that probably wouldn't do nothing for me,
Probably not.
But damn, man, don't take these pills because they'll wreck your ass way early.
Yeah, and he did the 2 Corey show. That was in between his downfall, right? So I think he got some money.
More about that
reality show was actually really good.
So how much of that was staged?
I don't know because it's reality, so probably a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I recommend everybody go watch that too. I don't even know where it would be, honestly. Maybe YouTube.
I'm sure. It's got to be around.
It's not like on Netflix or anything like that, though.
No, right?
No, but it's called The 2 Coreys, and it's just a reality show about those 2 dudes, and it was really good. But he was already kind of using and having trouble.
Well, he was using the whole time.
Well,
you'll learn that in that choreography book. Mm-hmm. From the time you met him, he was fucked up on just always doing drugs. He was. The way he puts it was like he had some extreme ADD or something, and he was like a hardcore sex addict.
That was crazy. I didn't know. You told me that. That was shocking.
It's in the book. Yeah, it's both of those dudes, man. Their downfall was gnarly. If Feldman pulled out of it somehow, at least according to him,
Yeah.
So the Corey's Angels say differently. They say he's still doing drugs and molesting all the girls and shit, but you never know when people get fired or something. You never know what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
So I guess eventually the truth will come out if anybody cares. That's his business. It's always weird to me when people say, "Oh well, I was being molested for 5 years, and I didn't want to say nothing until I lost my job because that was my job." Well, man,
they did look pretty bummed on stage, though.
Oh,
any performances and stuff.
That would be pretty.
They kind of looked battered and bruised. No,
well,
not bruised really, but their egos, their minds.
Well, you probably
just didn't look happy on stage.
You probably think you're going out on tour with him.
Yeah,
and he how he is. He's like a hype machine. He makes it. Oh yeah, we're booked out for Australia, all these places, and and nothing worse. And trust me, I know this. Nothing worse than flying to Australia to play for 30 people. That's tough.
Oh
That's
my
tough.
God.
But I don't. That's gonna happen. We play during the week and stuff. But if you're playing with Corey Feldman and that dude just talks about, we're gonna be selling out arenas. He tells people crazy shit.
Yeah, he's a maniac.
Yeah.
And
then you get out there and you're not selling out arenas.
You're on the Today Show. They were on the big shows like the Good Morning America, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And it was cringe worthy.
I'm sure everybody's seen it. It's pretty gnarly.
If not, go on the handy dandy YouTube and go down a rabbit hole.
You can't hide
It's
from YouTube.
It's amazing.
YouTube will always get you.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So, but Feldman was, he's always been working. He's always working. He's always doing well. Seems to be. But he says that, and also about the molestation charges. Because they've always both contended that they were both, I don't know what's the word.
What, molested?
Molested by pedophiles in the music or in the film.
Yeah.
It's probably the same, music and film, but it was he finally named him.
Mm-hmm. In the book, in choreography, guys.
In choreography, he talks about a guy named Ron Crimson.
Right.
And Ron Crimson is actually John Grissom, who was one
How'd you find that out?
Man,
you just know it.
No, I don't just know it. It was I read it somewhere.
Okay.
But it was a statement from him.
Cool.
Because in the book he says he went to the police when he got molested, but the statute of limitations had run out or something like that.
Damn.
But John Grissom is a guy that he was in license to drive. I don't know what his job was, or I'm sorry, what his role was.
Yeah.
But that's supposedly the guy that molested Haim. And Feldman is, I'm pretty sure, both of them.
Right.
But and then there was another guy that I researched it. This was last year sometime, just out of curiosity. He talked about a guy that had this thing called Alphie's Soda Pop Club, which is some creepy thing where it was like a dance club for like famous, preteen kids or whatever. And they would go to this place and it was like free soda pop for everybody.
That's weird.
And they would just all getting molested and shit, by this Alphie Hoffman guy.
Oh my God.
Now, of course, this is all just what Haim said or what Feldman says. I don't know none of this, but it sounds like they came up in a pretty rough environment for kids. And in his book he talks about Haim, like when Haim got bored, he would like always be trying to like, hey, like bring a, do you have any girls I can hook up with or whatever? And if there wasn't any, they would be like, well, what about any guys or whatever? And there was always like gay guys around in the industry, and he would, slip off into a room willingly, slip off into a room with some guy, and they would have sex and stuff. This is Haim.
Yeah. So in Feldman's book, he's saying this, like Corey Haim was pretty much bisexual.
It sounds the way he puts it. It doesn't sound like Haim was actually gay, as far as obviously if you're having sex with a man, you're gay, but he it sounded more like he had like this was some kind of forced behavior that he adapted to.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I took it.
Yeah.
That he had been abused so many times and for so long and from such a young age that's just what he thought was
by
normal.
men. By men.
Yeah, by older men or just men in general, and he was a kid. God. That's some nasty shit, but look what's in the news,
Adults are such assholes, man. They can be to kids.
People are just pieces of shit. That's all there is to it,
Yeah.
Everybody can blame each other for the same shit over and over, but they're all scumbags,
I wonder if Feldman maybe shouldn't have talked about that in his book, but you guys, it's in the book, so really check it out if you want to know more details. But this is all coming from Feldman.
Yeah, this
his
is all
best friend.
Yeah, this is coming from Feldman, and in fairness, Haim's mom disputes some of it because it was somebody else he said.
Oh shit!
Molested him, and it was somebody. I can't remember who it was. It wasn't like Kiefer Sutherland, but it was somebody along the lines of that. I can't remember who it was, and his mom, Haim's mom, came out and said that no, that's not true. He told me who it was,
So she's not saying the molestation wasn't true. It's just the person.
It wasn't a particular person, but it is, according to Feldman, it was that John Grissom guy was the one that I guess hurt him or something. Really, really fucked him up.
Yeah.
But like I said, even before that, and he would even try to like hook up with Feldman. You know, like if there was no girls around or whatever, he would said something like, "Why don't we just take care of each other?"
Aww,
you know.
Yeah.
And Feldman would be like, "No, man, like that's
I'm
not
not into
normal.
that,
It's not,
yeah.
So you know,
Dude, I
guess,
want to cry for Haim. That's just sad.
Yeah, it's you know
how fucked up his whole
it's
life.
fucked up. And Feldman too, man. Like,
Yeah.
You know, he said that there's a part where he talks about that because this is what was up with Feldman. His mom, according to Feldman, his mom was one of those stage moms, and his dad too. Like they just pretty much used him to,
for money.
He was the breadwinner of the family since he was a little kid, you know. And according to Feldman, the mom would like tell him he was too fat. He couldn't eat. He wasn't allowed to eat unless she was there to feed him. And she would sleep till 2 p.m, you know, because she was all fucked up. The dad, Feldman's dad, actually played for that band Strawberry Alarm Clock. But it was, okay, they were already famous. They had that weird song, that Incense and Peppermints or Peppermills.
That song. I like that
song.
song.
The creepy fucking song, man.
Yeah.
But I guess so that band was big, and then they fell off. And when they came back and tried to do the reunion, you know how that happens with bands, and they come back with a bunch of weird members. The dad was the new like bass player.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was his claim to fame, whatever that's worth. Probably not much, you know. Yeah. Right. Fucking
I remember.
But Feldman's mom was, according to him, was pretty shitty to him.
Damn.
And he talks about a time where he ran into Kiefer Sutherland, and Kiefer, and this is way after, and Kiefer Sutherland kind of came up to him. He's like, "Hey man, how are you?" And he was like, "You know, I'm sorry about what was going on. We all knew what was going on with your mom and stuff, but she was your legal guardian. There's nothing anybody could do, but everybody was feeling bad for you and wishing they could help."
Like on the set of The Lost Boys back in the day.
Boys, yeah, because the mom would show up and, you know, she'd run off, you know, because I guess back then when you were underage, you had to have a parent, you know, with you. Yeah, and then both parents of the Coreys would just let them run wild, let them run off with all these pedophiles and shit, you know. The shit went on for a long time, for years.
Yeah.
You know? So, you know.
Kiefer should have got more involved. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right? Dude's like got his Angus to teach how to act. He's got his hands full.
I'm blaming Kiefer for this, the downfall of the Coreys.
Jesus.
No, that was some harsh. Yeah. That was harsh.
But I guess, you know, with that kind of stuff, I mean, you can't judge like how they got into drugs or why or whatever, because it's obvious. It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. Remember we were watching Cheers, because we're now watching the whole series again, and I saw little Corey Feldman on one of the episodes.
That's right. You caught it too.
Yeah,
like,
I was like,
hey,
that's Feldman.
That's right. He was on the baseball team.
Yeah.
And coach was like yelling at him all or something.
Yes. Like maybe like season 2 or season 3. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We're like rewatching the whole Cheers season on Netflix, or series on Netflix.
That was a great catch.
So yeah, Feldman was in that. He acted. He was in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he was in commercials. He was doing well, and then he got into drugs and heroin and all kinds of shit. And he started getting fired from jobs, and him and Haim, you know, because they'd fuck off, you know, and they'd not show up to a film show. They're 2 stars of the fucking movie, you know.
Yeah, weren't they doing like the Dare program, and they were fucked up? I think a lot of people did that.
Back then in the 80s.
Like Dare to keep kids off drugs, and you're like fucked up.
Yeah, I never got into nothing, you know. So I you know how I am. I'm just kind of an observer.
Yeah,
I just kind of sit back and watch people.
Yeah,
I don't really talk. I just watch, and they all seem like nonsense to me, man. Because the people that were always the representatives for it, like in high school and shit, they were always fucked up.
Yeah.
So I was like, come on, man, this is nonsense.
This is some fake shit. I don't know. I don't know if it helped anybody, but cool if it did. Yeah,
but as far as the night he died, Haim. So I guess he woke up in the middle of the night. Told his mom he wasn't feeling good or something. He got up to go to the bathroom, and when he was coming back in, he collapsed. And you'll see that on the video because I filmed the actual spot where this happened. While I'm literally getting kicked out at the same time of the part.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You hear the guy in the background like calling the cops and shit.
So you guys better like this YouTube video. Give it a thumbs up.
I don't care if you thumbs up, thumbs down, just watch the shit. So, and again, like we always have to stipulate this. If you're just listening to us, because we get a lot of people that listen to us on iTunes.
Like just the podcast
Yeah,
part.
yeah. I don't know if they watch the video as well, but if you're on iTunes or
Podbean,
any of those,
Spotify.
if you're just listening to the podcast, like do yourself a favor and just come to our YouTube channel so you can see the stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
because
definitely.
it's
It's a lot of cool footage, you
it's like
guys.
the pictures in the book,
Yeah, it's fun to, I don't know.
Hey, and that reminds me too, like I don't know how this happened, but because somebody had already had the 85 Grave page. And it was like somebody
the YouTube channel.
Yeah, they just had it and there was nothing on it.
Right.
And I messaged the guy and I was like, hey, like, or the girl, whoever it was, like, hey, like, I'll buy this page from you. Like, what the fuck? Like, let me have it. I'll pay you. I'll buy it. And it was never heard back. It was just a dead page.
Right.
So today I was fucking around because we're starting to get all our promo stuff together for the Days of the Dead. And I was like, man, we got to get like some kind of URL for our YouTube.
Yeah.
So I went in and just tried 85 Grave and it fucking gave it to me.
Yep.
Like
so
today I got it. So it's youtube.com/85 Grave.
Boom.
So we got all the URLs now.
Yes.
So yeah, come and check it out on the YouTube. We put chapters in here. So if you don't want to hear us talk, you don't want to hear us bullshitting, or if you don't want to see locations, or if you don't want to any parts you don't want to see, just go to the description, and I put time tags for all the different parts, so you can just skip right to whatever you want to see.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch anything you don't want to see.
Convenient.
We don't give a shit.
Yeah. Just trying to make it easier for people to get to what you want to see. You know?
Exactly. Not everybody's gonna want to
see our mugs.
Yeah, definitely that, and or even hear us talk or whatever. It's all here for whatever it is you like about what we do. It's you can go just to that.
Yeah. Well, we know the Clarences are gonna watch us.
The Clarences, it's like the coolest band, man. I'm gonna pull up some
They're
of their
so
shit.
cool. Hi, you guys.
The Clarences. Let me pull up their YouTube. I'm gonna shout them out because they're just that fucking cool.
Yep.
Let me see.
We haven't met them in person yet.
I'll have to.
Yeah, we just don't.
They are cool enough. The Clarences. Here they are. Just youtube.com/the Clarences.
Hey, that's easy enough.
Yeah, these guys are cool, man.
They give us so much love. Like, they're just so cool.
I know, man. Like, we got a comment right now. Somebody's probably talking shit.
Oh, shit. What's up?
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Oh, nothing. It's not. No, nobody's talked any shit in a while. I think they realized that, like, I'm not gonna get into it with them. I'm not gonna sit there and argue on the internet like a fucking jagoff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just not doing it. It's not happening. So we were gonna do like a thing where like the mean tweets where we read some of the crap.
I love those. I love those.
Fuck it, man. Let me pull some up. I got it. Like I had started screen capturing because that last episode got so much attention and so many people were pissed off that we were getting so many views because of the dirt or whatever their problem was.
Right.
Just haters, man. It's like, dude, like what the fuck do you care?
Yeah, get off our page then.
Right? Yeah.
Get off our shit.
Let me see. Let me find some shit.
That's gonna be great. I love watching those mean tweets, man. So funny.
Yeah. You two should definitely get more tattoos. That's nothing.
Yeah, I don't have much room left.
Brazilian sneakerhead commented, Motley Crue ain't pussy music, bro. Can't agree with that statement whatsoever. You sort of lost me after that statement. Hey, asshole. What I mean by that is like they got a lot of women because of their music. That's what their music was for. They'll tell you that themselves. Stupid ass.
That's like why they got into music, right? To get girls.
Oh, here's one. Why did you feel the need to put that stupid tat on your face? It looks retarded. What are you going to do when you're 60 years old walking around with, I'm going to fuck your mom. That's what I'm going to do. She's going to be 60 also.
Damn. That just happened.
60. What the hell do I care? I'm going to be 60 years old. I'm going to care about a tattoo on my face.
Well, I never get when people say that.
I'm going to care about the liver spots on my face. That's what I'm going to care about, not the tattoo.
Like, old people look so cool with tattoos.
Right?
They look better than just normal wrinkly skin. At least there'll be art on it. People are turds, man. Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny.
Yeah. Watch us get angry right now. No one us.
Somebody put Lorn, Lucifer, and Bobby Blood. So you went with the cheesiest names you could think of?
I Okay. That's true.
Should we explain our names?
I mean, yeah, I think you've explained yours before.
Not on here.
I don't even have a freaking explanation.
I mean, yours is because
mine's my Instagram handle.
Yeah, hers is just her Instagram handle. And we're like, all right, well, let's,
Yeah. It was an L and L, like Lorn, Lucifer, whatever. Yeah, corny.
But Lauren actually acts in my films, too. So, and she goes by Lauren Blood. So I'm trying to get her to just say, fuck it.
Yeah.
Just use Lauren Blood.
I think maybe, and my little name thing right here says Lauren Lucifer, but
just keep it anyway.
I'm Lauren Lucifer, but I am Lauren Blood.
Oh, whatever,
more so.
Man. Either way. Well, I'll tell you where my name came from. So when I went to film school, so me and my little brothers, like I knew I wanted to do horror films. That's what I wanted to do. And this is back in the early 2000s. I went to film school.
Yeah.
So I needed to use my GI Bill. And I didn't give a shit about anything else. So I was like, well, okay, I'll do film photography, So I went to film school. They paid for it. And all. It was great.
Hell yeah.
But
thank you for your service.
Nah, fuck that.
No, don't be humble.
It was a long ass time ago. Got a little trigger time though.
You're good.
Got more trigger time on the streets, but I got a little trigger time in the service.
Oh my god.
Hey, it is what it is. But
hey, shit happens.
Hey.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I know what you're gonna do. You just laugh. You were laughing when that shit happened. But anyway,
start no shit, won't be no shit.
Exactly. So okay, so Bobby Blood. Okay, so
yeah.
So when I knew I was gonna do horror films, that's all I wanted to do. And I wanted my younger brothers to do it with me. Mm-hmm. So well, we have different last names. They have I have my dad, and then my mom remarried, and then all my brothers have
a different dad.
Their dad. Yeah, which is the same guy. It's not like my mom's got a bunch of different dads. There's only two dads.
Mama Blood.
Right? Yeah, that's Mama Blood. So I was like, okay, well, let's be the Blood brothers.
Right.
And we'll all use the last name Blood. So that was where my name came from. And then a few years later, I joined the band First Blood, and everybody thought that's where it was from.
Exactly.
And now here, 12, 13 years later, people just assume that that's from First Blood. It's not that.
Right, right. That was a convenience, though, when you were in First Blood. Or whatever.
I guess it was just coincidence.
It was just cool, weird. But yeah.
Yeah, but I was just going by that because I wanted us all to be. I wanted people to know the Blood Brothers.
Yeah, for sure.
For our films,
Yeah.
So, but I'm the only one that really kept it. It stuck with me because once I joined the band, that band, that was it.
Yeah.
It just stuck with me. I could never get it. People were always going to call me that.
Yeah, it's never going to not happen.
So it's all good.
So I'm Lauren Blood.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, you are.
By default.
But anyway, that was Simtex Bez, and I just said, that's right, 8-Face.
Damn, what?
All right, let's see who else.
Oh, shit. This is great.
Lauren Lucifer, PMSL. I don't know what that means.
PMSL.
PMSL.
Maybe we should have Googled that. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, does anybody know what that means? Please tell us. It's probably something bad. I have no idea.
I'm sure it's something profound. It's probably the most intelligent thing you've ever heard of.
We should know these little things.
I'm looking at pictures of some of these jagoffs. Oh, this one. Come on, guy, blow your fucking nose. Hard to listen to, but great video. That's not that bad. Because, I know I sound kind of nasally.
Oh,
sometimes.
You did on that episode for sure.
So, well, here's a story on that. My nose doesn't really work. It's not, clogged up. I've never had it broke, but I did box for 8 years. That's why I moved to Las Vegas. And I got it twisted up pretty fucking bad. So even right now, if I try to breathe the nose like this, that's my nose. That's as clear as it gets.
Yeah, it's never clear.
That's the right one. The left one, look at my left one.
Oh, damn.
Nothing. So
how do you live?
I don't know, man. It's probably because the town I'm from is so full of meth heads that it altered everybody's DNA. And because I've never done meth or coke or none of that, my nose is closing up because I don't have a use for it.
Oh.
Because of where I'm from.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I could have swore I had way more shit.
There's got to be more.
Dude, that was unlimited shit.
That episode was kind of it was a little crazy.
Yeah, And
I think I was a little grumpy on that episode too, so I thought I'd get a lot more hater.
Well,
haterade.
okay, yeah, and that was another thing.
That's okay though.
You know, a lot of people did say that, like, oh, that girl doesn't talk, or that girl looks like she just want to be there. Okay, fuck y'all. This is what happened on that. So we filmed it, and then the fucking 2 of the 3 cameras didn't work. You know,
it was crazy, you guys.
Yeah, it was just like the most crazy shit. So it's like, okay, we either are gonna do this episode with just my, just me.
Mm-hmm. That would have been fine.
No, man, like, it's like fuck. So
say.
we literally did that episode twice in the same night. The first time is the spontaneous.
Yeah.
The second time,
I just didn't have I didn't have my game face on. I didn't have no more energy. I was like,
that's the one that
so many people saw.
Yeah.
Well, people get to know me more as time goes on. Whatever.
Yeah. Damn. I wish I'd have got more of these. I
have a few personalities.
I wish I'd have done more of these like comments.
Yeah.
I know I had a bunch. I just like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna do that because then it's gonna encourage people to talk shit.
Right.
And I don't want that either. Like I want people to have fun.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want people.
We want to hear people's opinions though, for sure.
I don't mind. Like, I don't mind constructive criticism, man. That's all good. You know? And I don't mind people talking a little shit. It's all good. But
we deserve some of that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, some of it's right.
Yeah, I mean, we're not saying you're wrong.
Somebody put something on there because I keep going like,
Shit, I do too. Yeah.
Hey, well, we're new at this,
Yeah.
I know.
I guess we could cut everything out and edit every single thing, but
I did that the first time. Remember?
Yeah, that sounded weird.
I edited on that like it was a fucking feature movie.
Well, you are a filmmaker, so this is just like in your blood.
I guess, man. Blood.
But
but anyway, back to Haim, I guess.
Oh shit, that was a long road away from Haim.
Right. Yeah, I know.
I mean, he passed away.
I think we covered it all.
Well, and then you said his mom though was going through cancer at the time. Is she okay now, or what happened to his mom?
She's still alive.
Okay, so she's in remission, or she's somehow recovered.
Yeah, I don't really know the status. Another thing, I remember another thing Feldman said. I hate to go back after all that.
Right.
But another thing Feldman said was that when Haim died, all these weird ass people came out of the woodworks and were trying to do like a memorial for him, and they were gonna invite all these A-list celebrities, people that didn't even know him and shit, and he was gonna there was people trying to pitch oh, my girlfriend wants to sing, she loved Corey, and everybody was like trying to use his death to like catapult themselves. That's how these Hollywood people are, man. Like not all of them, but like people that are really entrenched in it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how the Twitter people are. Like, it don't matter what it is, man. If there's a lake full of piranhas, they're gonna jump in that shit if that'll get them attention, And so these people in Hollywood are just like starving, man, for any wherever the focus is on, they got to be there.
Yeah.
And he talks about how sleazy that was. It's, everybody trying to, people didn't even know him, let alone care about him. But since that was the biggest thing in the news, everybody wanted to be at. It was like that was the hot event, was the Haim funeral.
Oh my God, no!
It's pretty sleazy.
And that was in the book, right? In Feldman's book.
In general, it's in his book.
There's just so much in that book. It's great.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Well, I guess.
Did you want to shout out your boy David?
Dude,
Burke?
My dude David Burke. Okay, so, a friend of mine that I knew when I was really a kid.
Yeah.
I think it was in like 9th grade or whatever. He lived a couple of doors down. Him and his brother Michael are guys that are still. When we were out we went out to film the Creepshow 2 locations a couple years ago.
In Arizona, right?
Yeah, it was before we even had the podcast going. We were just and we go into I
think it was Walgreens
and fucking run into this dude.
Random.
Just totally random. And as a kid that I knew, and he was on my Facebook and stuff. Mm-hmm. But me and him caught up there. But his older brother David, this dude was like the ultimate like Kiss fan.
Yeah.
That's what got me into drumming, was that band Kiss. And my big brother that passed away, he, everybody back then was
Coleman
way
Cam.
into Kiss. Yeah, Coleman Cam. So he was making his own movies back in then we're talking about in the 80s.
Damn.
80s or 90s, like it was 80s.
Damn.
In the late 80s. he was making his own movies. And he was obsessed with Halloween, with Michael Myers. So he would make his own Halloween like sequels, like with camcorders and stuff, and they were good.
Damn.
Like he done them well. He would put more attention. Like you could go on Amazon Prime and find horror movies that they put less attention into than he put in back in the 80s with limited fucking skill, like equipment, equipment to do it, and no formal training. And the dude's he's just awesome. But anyway, he's now a graphic illustrator, and he's working on right now. He's making us we're finally getting a real poster, a real 85 grave, because obviously I took the one from Return of the Living Dead and I just
tweaked it. And
I just tweaked it out, and
it's
still cool. I mean, that's our name comes from that movie, So. If we've never talked, have I talked about this before?
Maybe way at the beginning, but maybe do a little recap.
Fuck it, I'll tell him. So 85 Grave is 1985 to me is the best year of horror films, with a close second being 1977, But that's two different like genres, like 70s horror, 80s horror. But 1985 was the best films to me. The best year that all kinds of great movies came out that year, even non-horror films like Back to the Future and stuff. But that's to me the best year. And then Return of the Living Dead is the best of the 85 movies. So and then the band that sang the title track, that Do You Want a Party song, that's 45 Grave. So I just kind of mended two together, 85 Grave.
That's such a cool song too.
Oh, it's great, man. So that's where our name comes from.
Yeah.
So David Burke is now making us a legitimate
like horror poster kind of thing
for us. Yeah, it's going to be. I'm not going to say what it is yet.
Yeah, we're stoked.
Yeah, it's gonna. We've seen the proofs of it, just everything except our faces in it, and it's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So hopefully we'll have it before we go out to the convention. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, that's September 27th through 29th.
Yep, in Charlotte.
Yeah, and then
North Carolina.
At the end of that, Sunday is the last day of it, and then we're going straight over to the Vizart Theater for the screening of Hell Nurse. The movie's called Hell Nurse, the movie that we're working on right now. There's an Instagram page for it too. It's just at Hell Nurse Movie.
Yes.
See some stills and stuff. All that shit's here in the house, like right downstairs. Where we're right
living
now.
In the set.
I literally built a hospital in the house. It's gonna be very hard to undo. But it's so anyway, yeah, and hopefully if he has time, because he's very busy, he'll make the poster for Hell Nurse as well.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because the one that's up now is just the one I made,
Still cool though.
It's cool, but I want a real one. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And I want like people that are important to me
to make it,
to do it. Yeah, like the fact that it's him doing it.
Yep.
Like that means the world to me, man. Like I try to tell him that in messages. I probably just sound like I'm just kissing his ass, so he'll make me a poster. But it's true. I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's important to me because that I love homage. Like paying homage to the people who like helped me be able to live in my own mind, like have my own imagination. And he's definitely one of those people. So definitely wanted to shout him out. And when you start seeing our T-shirts and stuff, once we get this artwork, that's the dude, David Burke. He's awesome.
Hell yeah.
So
nice shout out.
Yeah. What else?
I would say that's pretty much rounds it out.
We probably talked for an hour, huh?
More.
Did we?
Yeah.
What keep me talking? How long?
Maybe like an hour and a half.
That long?
I think we started at 12:15.
Are you serious? Fuck. We were supposed to not do that anymore. Oh, you're gonna be mad as hell.
Why?
Oh fuck! I thought the fucking GarageBand, I thought the audio equipment crashed and lost everything.
Oh.
Because it was just gone. It won't just like save shit.
I wouldn't even be mad anymore. I'd just be like, oh well, we're not doing this episode then. Peace out, y'all.
Shit.
I ain't fucking with that anymore.
I was hoping to like clock this one in about 30 minutes.
No. Well, let's round it out and we'll talk later.
Yeah. All right.
About our time frames.
Well, okay. So the next time you're going to see us or hear from us is going to be in September, at the end of September. We're going to get our next episode. We're going to film it while we're out there in North Carolina.
And then get footage for a few more future.
Probably like the next 4 episodes are going to be filmed.
I hear a beep.
Oh, shit, the camera ran out.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, I guess
it's time to sign off. We got cameras dying. We got fucking memory cards filling up.
All right, y'all. Till next time. Thanks for tuning in.
See ya.
Bye.
We're here at the apartment complex that used to be called the Oak Woods. This is where Corey Haim lived at the time of his death. Neighbors said he would often roam around the complex looking for companions, friends, whatnot. Although Corey didn't have a car at the time of his death, I'm sure he walked down these stairs many, many times. This is his balcony. He would often sit out here and smoke. Now we're heading up the stairs to the second floor where his apartment was. Now this apartment is a 2-bedroom, one of the more rare ones and the more expensive ones. He spent the entire day before he died in bed taking Robitussin and cold medicines. He was sick, had a fever, but now we know it was pneumonia. And here is Corey's front door. On this night, because he wasn't feeling well, he asked his mother to lay with him. Kind of makes you wonder if he knew the end was near. Sometime between midnight and 1 in the morning, Corey got up to use the restroom. He walked right here into this bathroom, used this toilet, and then went to return. As he was walking here, on his way back to the bed where his mother was, he dropped to his knees right here. His mother asked him what was wrong. He couldn't respond or didn't respond. So she got him back in the bed, and then he started going into convulsions. The paramedics came and tried to work on him for about 20 minutes. Then they brought him down this hallway. Down these stairs. And into this parking lot where the ambulance was waiting. He was taken to St. Joseph's Hospital right there in Burbank, which is pretty close. And he arrived with a heartbeat, but he was pronounced dead at 2:15 a.m., March 10th, 2010. He was buried in Ontario, Canada.